Hey, welcome back everyone. This is me, Runilin, and once again, I'm returning to recording these educational videos from popular course learning website called brilliant.org. As you already know that, like I'm just telling you once again. Yes, recently I'm also busy with my university work, like kind of design project sessions. This is like week 8, almost coming to an end. Today just Thursday, but once again, returning to brilliant.org as I have to explain to you again. Yes, as another big surprise to all of you here, a mysterious hero rescued your 90-day streak. Keep going with a quick practice. Wow. Similar to last week, just like 90-day streak, this charged streak is somehow saved once again. Like, I just cannot believe how this salvation might came up on the screen for a second week in a row. Anyway, just some warm-up questions, like kind of problem solving, quick questions that will put yourself into a test like a recap. So I'll click this tab, quick practice to begin it now. So let's go. Wait a moment. Yes, there it is finally. As usual, 3 warm-up questions from this recap session to begin here. So this is warm-up question number 1. Complete the missing output. Def replace XY character. If X, return A. If Y, return E, else character. X, Y is already applied, but here is Z, so Z or Z. You pronounce either way. It should replace itself, wouldn't it? Let's check. That is correct. Luckily in the first place. Why? Yes, the explanation simply tells us that when the input characters is Z, the else branch runs here. So replace line dash xy returns Z value of character by itself. Only X and Y are changed. All the other characters not mentioned above remain unchanged. So you have to bear in mind that once again. Continue to the next. This is one more question number 2. What is wrong with this program? It should replace X with A and Y with E. In addition, it should reverse the reply. Let's scroll it down. This one. Letter and message, print letter and replace X, Y, I and -1 greater than 0. It does reverse the reply actually. So here, minus means reverse order. But the problem is probably this one. It doesn't replace the X and Y's in the message. Only this letter, like, so this one should be the issue. Probably should execute correctly. Let's check. Of course, that's simply correct. But why? Yes, here the explanation tells us that the for loop prints letter directly instead of calling replace line dash xy letter to replace the x and y. Of course, like you can see line 20 replace xy in reply does work. Unfortunately, doesn't do the same thing for this line 15, only letter directly. Should be like replace line dash xy bracket letter. Kind of misleading error. You better watch out from here. Right? I'm not going to tell you that again. So continue to the next. All right. Last but not least, this is the very last warm-up question from this session. Question number 3, I mean. Fix the program. It should replace X with A and Y with E. In addition, it should reverse the reply. Okay, similar question has been given, but wait. Here, line 15 needs to change probably. Print, not this. Replace XY letter. Line 20 is correct, so it doesn't change I, right, because of this. Let's check it now. Of course, this is now correct, As you just see, I just simply fixed the issue. Why? Yes, line 15 has now brilliantly fixed and says the explanation. Both loops call replace line dash xy on each letter before printing. This setup is now correct, so might execute very correctly. What's the output? Shall I tell you again? Pasture raised, not the peasant. Okay, I'm not going to break it down. Anyway, from this warm-up session, by surprise that the week has returned from the previous, I've successfully encountered 3 basic warm-up questions, like from this chapter, probably Python functions, kind of programming executions, right? 3 out of 3 perfectly answered now, so I'll click on this finish tab to conclude it. Wait a moment. Perfect. Let's keep the momentum going. As a result, I've gained here, as usual, 55 XP this time for 3 warm-up questions completion as for today. Continue. Boom. Wow. You can see this surprise lightning bolt with a perfect green icon staring it like kind of a blazing surprise. Yes, so score, literally. With this 19-day streak has successfully saved, I've done another exercise today here after 3 days break. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I return on Thursday, so consecutive days, number of consecutive days has extended to 20. Even more perfect, isn't it? What do you think? Continue. Boom. You on a streak charge. Charges save your streak if you miss a day. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that. Continue. Yes, this one as well. Excellent. You finished 12th position and kept your spot in the Einsteinium League. That was from last week, my Brilliant.org league performance, and I'm not going to explain you that, but this week, after warm-up completion, my early XP points has been added to the leaderboard table, so kind of statistical data. Anyway, continue. Learn faster with personalized practice only on Premium. Just skip that, remind me later. Wait a second. Sorry for like this has been like loading a little too long. Anyway, there we are, back at it. Function in Python is kind of the chapter that we've just returned after having putting this Brilliant.org video recording for kind of a short break, but happy to return and just present it. This is updating functions, kind of the one I'm probably going to teach you like probably in the next session or something. But anyway, that's all for this today's educational recording video that I've presented to all of you as usual. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoy watching this, don't forget to add a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for other related video like educational, gaming, or gym workout. Many more. I mean, I'll still keep on trying recording these educational videos, so you all might be happy to just keep on track. Stay tuned, and I'll just keep sharing these videos to make more perfectly interesting, right? Lots of interesting features that I've presented day by day, week by week. Sorry that time is running out for today, so I gotta leave this session now. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, guys. By the way, cheers. Take care. Bye for now.